What's up, everybody? It's Tweety here, bringing you a review of a wonderful little indie title known as Refunct. Refunct is a gorgeous first-person platformer that flows naturally with smart level design and awe-inspiring aesthetic. The game's quick completion makes it feel far too short-lived. Refunct begins at its core simplistic. You rise up from the ocean depths with a stack of blocks and a switch on the highest block. The blocks appear cold and gray in comparison to the vibrant world around them, but as you tread on them, they flush with life to match the environment. This is a pretty cool feature because it allows you to see where you have and haven't platformed in the game. Once you activate the first switch, new platforms rise up from the surrounding water, creating the environment as you play the game. New switches are indicated with a glowing red light. The game's progression goes on naturally like this, with each new switch creating more and more of the world. There are smaller tones of gameplay that go beyond ordinary completion. There are hidden collectibles throughout the game in the forms of cubes. There's also a percentage menu when you press escape to see how much of the world you've completed, and when you finish the game it has a sort of speedrunning aspect because it'll show you how long it took for you to complete. There isn't a traditional tutorial in the game, but rather new platforming abilities such as jumping, sliding, diving, wall jumping, and springboarding are all intuitive from the way the level is designed. A great example of this is how you fall into a pit to reach a switch, and your only way out is to wall jump, which comes pretty naturally upon realization. So from this moment forward, the game will test you on your wall jumping abilities. The game kind of subliminally shoehorns you into a familiarity with the movement options that by the end of the game you feel as though you've mastered an arsenal of controls. I have to say I love the art style of this game. It's kind of blocky and reminiscent of Minecraft's blocky verticality, but besides that, they have a gorgeous sky that shifts as the in-game timer shifts. So it'll start from a blue sky with wisps of clouds to a orangey rose sunset sunrise like, and then it'll move on to a purple starry night, and it's just very well done. Then the water in the game matches this serene quality by having reflections of this ambient sky, and when you dive below the surface you get to see the platforms too rise up in contrast to the ones that have already risen. Just in general, the game is very good looking. It uses a ton of warm colors just to kind of aspire this feeling of carefree, joyous platforming. The audio is thoughtfully implemented as well. It kind of meets the gameplay's visual design. There will be satisfying thumps indicating landing, the wishing of water when you're submerged, and the satisfying clicks of restoring blocks are all example of how this game intentionally uses indicative audio cues to show what the player is doing. The music in Refunct matches the level of tranquility presented in the aforementioned aspects of the game. The music starts very slow and soothing as you find your way in this new environment, but as you progress in the game and become faster paced at the controls, the music also sort of becomes this upbeat, electro, techno, zen-like quality to match what you're doing. I only have good things to say about Refunct. It's a really fun game. The only downside to it is that the game's very easy and quick to complete. It'll take around 15 minutes to get 100% of the game done. But with that said, I have found myself returning to this game multiple times just to enjoy how heartwarming and concise it is. Refunct steers feelings of warmth and heartfelt game design into a simple platforming based experience. The core of this game is simplicity, and it's this simplicity that's so endearing to the players by allowing them to enjoy intuitive controls, smart level design, beautiful backdrops, and gorgeous music. Refunct is an outstanding first-person platformer that fills the player with joy. I highly recommend this game to anyone willing to pay $3 on Steam for an amazing first-person platforming experience.